Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Ace Michaels Show. I'm Ace Michaels, happy to be on the air on your dial. I don't know if you're listening in the car, if you're listening at work, if you're listening at church. We are happy to have you listening. That's the main thing, is we want to keep you listening always. And today I want to talk to the entrepreneurs out there, the entrepreneurs. If you are an entrepreneur and you're starting your business, just think about this. Get used to doing everything by yourself. That's the bottom line. Get used to doing everything alone by yourself. You're going to be the floor mopper. You're going to be the window washer. You're going to be the paper sorter, filer. You're going to basically run the damn thing by yourself. And that's something that once you embrace that, I think everything else kind of works itself out. But it's a tough one. It's a real mood adjustment, if you will, when you start running your own business and you start realizing that, hey, man, this carpet is dirty. Somebody needs to, that's my job. Anyway, welcome to the show today. The very first timer, dun, 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 Amanda Golden is with us on the Ace Michael Show today. Hello, Amanda.
Hey, Ace, what's going on?
How you doing, my darling?
I am great.
Well, I want to welcome you to this portion of the show. We're going to be talking about entrepreneurs today, and it was just given to me as a piece of information that you are launching your own business. Is that what you're doing?
I am.
Why in the hell are you going to do something like that, girl?
Because I am tired of working for other people.
I know, right? Damn, that part. Right. Well, let's talk about all of that. So the history of you working for other people, when did that start? How much stuff have you done for other people? How many years have you dedicated to slaving your ass away for the man?
Well, let's see. I'm going to be 40 this year. So I started working when I was 14.
And what kind of jobs have you held?
I've done things from cleaning out cattle stalls and horse stalls to pretty much owning. I've been a partner in a business, a pizzeria, and yeah, I've done everything in between: own, manage, micromanage.
Tell me about this cleaning out the horse stalls. That seems like too much work for a human to do without a lot of money in their pocket.
Well, when I'm from Texas, so I used to have to get up at 3:30 in the morning, and just that was my job. I had to go clean out horse stalls and feed everybody, feed all the animals on that farm.
Now, I don't know a lot about horses or stalls, but is that what they call the mucking?
Yes.
So that's what you were doing. You had to go out and muck the stall. Is it when you do a stall? Is that considered mucking a stall, or is the whole process of doing the whole barn mucking everything? Like everything's just mucked, or is mucking just picking up shit? Like what is it?
It's hay, shit. It's everything. It's pretty much anything that's in that stall that needs to be put out so you can put new stuff in.
But see, now that's a job you did because apparently you love horses. You love being around animals, right?
I do love animals. I wouldn't change that for the world.
And tell me a little bit about that.
Just animals in general.
Yeah.
We really don't deserve them. They have so much soul and heart, and they love you no matter what you do.
Yeah, and so why wouldn't you consider just keeping doing that? Like if you were doing it, is it good money?
Well, I was a kid, so I mean, making $100 a week was great for me. But I mean, now that I've gotten older, and I'm like, no, $100 it doesn't go very far. But when you're a kid, it doesn't. You're like, ooh, yes, $100. That's great.
Kid wages are totally different. Like people even offer kids wages that are ridiculous versus what they would pay an adult to do the same thing. They're like, hey kid, why don't you sweep this whole front of the thing? I'll give you $5. And kids are like, yeah, woohoo, $5. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're looking at, ooh, I can go buy some candy with that. And well, when I was growing up, bubble gum wasn't as expensive as it is now.
Right, a penny could buy you plenty.
Yes, it could.
So now, what other kind of jobs did you do?
So after that, I got into, I started bartending when I was 16. So it was just pretty much that industry from here on out.
How do you bartend when you're 16?
Well, back home in Texas, I had some really good friends. Their parents owned a bar and restaurant, and they let me get into the service well. I told them, I'm like, I want to learn. So they're like, well, get your ass back there and start learning. So I
which
did.
which sounds like a very Texas answer to pretty much any question. Just get your ass back there and start learning.
Yep. So they're like, you got all the tools back there. Go create.
That's nuts. Wow. Okay, so that brings you to at some point you were modeling.
I had people that loved to take pictures of me, so I helped a really good friend of mine with some boudoir photo shoots that he was getting into and asked if I would help. So I've done that. And then I recently just came back from Cancun, and my boyfriend and I got professional pictures done, and I took a lot of the modeling pictures there, and I was quite happy with myself. I was like, damn, that's me. Yeah, this is what 40 is going to look like. This is awesome.
So professional photography makes a big difference, right?
It does, absolutely. Besides on your regular phone camera, I mean, you can do a lot with your phone, but getting that professional photography just makes you look at yourself a completely different way. It just, you don't look at the flaws you have. You're just like enamored by the body and the temple that you own.
Tell me more about that. I love this body and the temple thing. I've seen some bodies that I would agree are temples. I'm not so sure that mine is a temple. I think mine might be more of a warehouse. But tell us a little bit about this body as a temple thing. Educate me on that.
Your body is your temple. You are the spirit that embodies everything around you. This is your vessel. So you have to keep it clean. You have to keep it just beautiful, and you have to love it no matter what shape or size it's in. The confidence comes from within and knowing that you are okay with who you are and how you look. If you want to be better, then you have to change that. Your body will always change with you, but your mind has to follow as well.
Now, this sounds like good advice from somebody who's been through a body transformation. Were you ever like, let's say, pleasantly plump?
No.
And then you had to learn to love yourself in your thickness?
I wasn't. What came from mine was I am actually an ovarian cancer survivor.
Oh, wow.
So I have a ton of scars on my body from being cut open and just the surgeries that I've had. I don't have a gallbladder. I've had gallbladder surgery. So, but the cancer one is really what changed my completely outlook on the way that my body looks, because I was scarred up from literally from underneath my breast area down to my lower stomach.
Oh, wow. What happens on the day they give you your cancer diagnosis? What do you do? What's the first thing you think? Where do you go to eat lunch after that? Like, what happens on that day?
The moment, actually, when I found out that I had ovarian cancer was the day that they actually went in to take my ovaries out and told me that they just disintegrated it in their hands and that I was in almost stage 3 cancer before they did it. And I was lying in the bed in recovery when they told me that.
Wow.
So I really couldn't do much except for wait for the anesthesia to wear off. And then the processing began, and I was like, oh, holy shit. All right, so what do I do now? And then from there, I ended up going from having ovarian cancer to vaginal cancer. Yeah.
How does life look for a person knowing that time is measured? Like, like I feel like my time is measured. I look at my life and I say, well, I mean, maybe I'll live another 30 years. I mean, and if I do, I'm not so excited about that prospect either. I don't want to be 89, 90 years old. But if that happens, then I guess I'll just be alive and I'll suffer through it. But when somebody tells you, oh, well, part of your body is dying, and guess what? You might not even live another X amount of years or X amount of months. What does that do to you psychologically?
Actually, it profoundly makes you just want to live life even more.
Interesting.
To live the moments that you have right now, knowing that, I have 2 kids, so I was like, oh my God, I can't leave them. Holy shit, their dad's an idiot. Like, no, that's not gonna work. I can't go. I can't go anywhere. Holy shit, my babies need me. So I'm like, all right. So what do I do to do this? Well, I start making my own supplements, killing whatever cancers that may possibly even come up in the future. Just doing what I need to do to be more healthy, so I can live fully.
And that brings us to your business. So you decided to start a nutritional business. I don't know all the details, so tell me a little bit about what you are envisioning, this business you're going to do.
So it is, the name of my business is actually going to be called Wild Hearts.
Oh, I like that name.
There is nothing about the heart that should be caged, ever.
Wild, Heart.
Heart. Yep.
Yeah, I
Wild
like
heart.
that. I don't like a lot of stuff too. It's rare for me to like something. That's good. I like that. Wild Heart. And so, what is Wild Heart? Is it going to be like a retail situation where we go in and buy things? Is it a service based business? Is it a consultation business? Like, what are you doing?
It will be encompassed in all. I will actually be making a lot of like protein things, all natural, like
I
protein
love
cookies, truffles. We
protein
all love the sweets,
things.
but the
Yeah,
problem is we all go towards like that candy bar, that chocolate cake.
I sure do.
That just goodness that is not good for you.
It sure
So
ain't.
I can literally do lots of different types of and flavors of protein cookies, protein truffles, protein, just like the protein balls that you can get from other places that are full of the bullshit. Anything, protein powders. I can make you supplements. I can do so much stuff that involves all natural, and I can literally change you from the inside out because that's where it starts.
Ooh, me likey. When is this starting? When does this begin?
I'm actually in the process now of just getting my nutrition coach certification. So I will have backing. So it's not like I'm just, hey guys, I'm just doing this out and pulling this out of my ass. It will be fact based that I actually have a certificate to back this up. So
So let me ask you a question. This is just off the cuff, but it's not really off the cuff. It's still on the shirt some kind of way. But there's a lot of bozos that claim to know a lot about nutrition, and they pop up businesses, especially in Las Vegas. Las Vegas seems to be like still the wild, wild west in many ways, where you can just kind of do whatever you want, right? How do we know that you're certified? Like, what should we look out for? Like, if somebody else is telling us they're running the same kind of business as you, and I know you're legit because I know you, but not everybody's you.
that's correct. I will show my credentials. I have no problem hiding them at all. And the company is through NASM. So they're a highly accredited academy for sports training.
Wow. So do you think your main component, your main clients are going to be consumers off the street, or athletes, or doctors, lawyers? Like, who's going to need this the most?
Everybody, the entire world. I don't care what business you're in. I don't care where you're coming from, what walk of life you're in. If you don't get your body right, there is nothing in this world that you can succeed in because your body is not following. So I will help anybody and everybody. I will help babies all the way to 100-year-old people if that's what they want.
Now, I like what you just said, but I do need to hear it again because I'm kind of a knucklehead. You said if you something you like what don't make me rewind. What did you just say? Your body will do something if you treat your body like a queen. What did you say?
No, so what happens is everybody is on this like, hey, I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna get in this, I'm gonna get the physical body right. The
Right.
thing is that they don't understand that if your mind is not right, your body will not follow.
Huh.
And if your heart is not right, your body will not follow.
Now, what do you mean if your heart is not right? Do you mean like having good intentions kind of heart, or do you mean like literally physical? If your heart is like murmuring or stuff like that, like
No,
what do you
so-
mean if your heart's not right?
So what I mean by that is that there are tons of new studies coming out showing that the heart emits energy more than your brain does. That's why people can die of a broken heart. It is literally one of the foundations of your entire body, between your brain and your heart and your gut health. Those are the three main components of the body that need to get completely right. Your mind is the thing that thinks and sees what your heart feels.
Right. Okay.
Your gut is completely in tune with both of those things.
Okay.
Completely. If your gut is not right, your heart and your brain do not follow,
Wow.
which means your physical body definitely will not follow.
Interesting. So a person who drinks or smokes pot or does drugs, you're saying that some part of their body is damaged by that, in which case everything else really will be. So
Yes.
the only way to really maintain a healthy quote unquote a balance is not to do anything that affects your heart improperly, affects your gut. So you gotta maintain a whole lot of stuff, man. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you do, but it's also like putting the energy in to get to release the energy that doesn't belong anymore.
Well, I want to know about this. So tell me about putting the energy in. Where do you get the energy in from in order? Go ahead now. Go ahead, girl.
Okay, so
Speak on it. Speak on it.
all right.
Teach, preacher.
As everybody knows, we're all energy. Everything around you is energy.
Okay.
So it's invoking the positive energy, and it's the when you look in the mirror, you're going, you know what? I love myself. I love my body. I love it. You know what? This is what I want in life, so I'm going to put it out there. I want to start my business. You know what? I know that my business is going to help people, and I throw that out there, and the universe is going to tell me, you know what? You're doing this pure intention. I'm sending you love, light, energy, and it's coming back to you tenfold as I'm getting rid of all the negative energy. Like, for example, if I told myself, you know what, I look in the mirror and I'm like, I'm ugly. I'm so ugly. Well, guess what? My body is going to start showing me that I'm ugly. And so everybody else is going to see it. The more you tell yourself those negative thoughts, the more your body is going to internalize it, and it will start internally destroying you. So on top of doing other things like the not so great drugs, heroin, cocaine, things like that, that are all man-made and put in from battery acid to whatever else they put in it, it's destroying the inside of you, and you're literally invoking and embodying that negative energy, and it's harvesting inside you.
Wow. That's deep, 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 deep. Where did you get knowledge like this? Was it a course you took, or did you like hang out with some Native Americans? We used to call them Indians, but now we call them Native Americans. Some NAs. Did you hang out with some NAs and learn this?
I have actually gone through. I'm actually in a spiritual course as well, to get certified for tantric therapy, to get certified in what we call plant medicine, so which is like your ayahuasca and the like toad medicine and things like that brings you back into that godly state of mind and puts your body and your soul at rest and helps you to be able to see the purpose on this earth. We are all humans. We are all here to help one another. The more hate we spew, the worse things are going to get. The more love and light that you show somebody, the more the world is going to lift in a higher vibration. So it's just, I have literally done these ceremonies, like I did the toad medicine, and it was the most magical, godly experience I have ever done in my entire life. I have never felt love and joy and happiness in my entire life like that. It was just encompassed in my entire body from head to toe, all through my chakras. Just amazing.
Did you call it the toad medicine?
Yeah, toad medicine.
What in the hell is the toad medicine?
So there's in Cambo. So what it does is the Cambo actually is a ceremony that has been used through ancient times, and they put like a little burn mark on you, and they put this medicine on you, and what it does is it makes you purge. So the act of purging and throwing up is actually your body getting rid of all the negativity out of you. And the Cambo can actually go, the more ceremonies you do and the more that you do, it can actually start getting into purging out your past lives and all that negativity, all the ancestral ties that everybody has put on you from your family, and you start purging all of that. The toad medicine is what brings you back into your God-like state that you are, because every one of us is a god. Every one of us. We all have powers within us that none of us have, well, not, I shouldn't say none of us, but a lot of us have not unlocked because society says that we're not supposed to. And we are so powerful and such powerful beings that we should not be caged within ourselves. We should be literally helping people and being of service to one another and just being that God-like person that we know that we are.
I love it. Sign me up. I love it. So if we want to stalk you on the www, how do we find you? And when will this be open so that we can all get ourselves right? I think especially, I know I keep bringing up the pandemic. I'm probably the only one that still talks about it. But it was a real big thing. Like if you think about it, it was like a Marvel movie where, you know, a percentage of the earth just disappeared and everything shut down for a while. And we had to restart. And that's a big deal. We don't always restart our planet. You know what I'm saying? But we did restart our planet, and we went from, there were videos that were posted like a month after we had done the lockdowns where there weren't so many cars and the ocean was looking good, the forest was looking good. You could see up in the sky, real blue, skies for once in a never happened before. And then we just went right back to the same old thing. Like, what did we really? You would think that our governments would have gotten together and said, you know what, we have a prime opportunity right now to reset this planet the way it should be reset. And I'm not getting into a political discussion, but just as far as energy is concerned, did we really change anything? That's not for you, Amanda. That's for you listening. You need to email me that answer. Did anything really change for the better after the pandemic is the question. Okay, so Amanda, time is never our friend. We're out of time for the show today, but how do we reach you if we want to follow you on the www?
That is actually coming. It's not quite up yet. If you're willing to, in just a few months, I'd love to be on your show again so I can give you all that information.
Well, I don't know about all that. No, I'm kidding, of course. That sounds like a winner. Hey, guys, we're out of time. I said it once. I'll say it again. Amanda Golden is launching the Wild Heart. Is that what's it called?
Wild Heart.
The Wild Heart. I think you should spell wild funky. If you're going to spell heart the regular way, I think you spell wild like WHTIDLDY or something.
I'll come up with something.
Make them work on that part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anyway, that's what's up with today's show. The Ace Micheals Show, my friend. Listen, live the life you love the life you live. Thank you.
Thank you.